Where we stopped in the last session? Can anyone? Rajesh, where we stopped in the last session? Where we stopped last session? Can anyone? Hmm? Able to hear me? First, can anyone confirm? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, where we stopped in the last session? Weekend, where we stopped? I think selectors, right? Where we stopped in the last session? Anyone guess? I don't know. So let's go to VTS scroll. Go to users. Go to full stack React. Go to videos. This is the right. Now if you hello, your point. And your videos are okay. Okay. Rather than means direct. We discussed about selectors. Okay. So the next one is like positions. Okay. Positions. The next topic is like positions. So in CSS wise, if you say limited 6 7 topics are there, those topics you have to complete. One is like how to apply CSS, how many ways we can apply inline, internal and external. The next one is like box model, that is the one. The next one is like selectors anyway, last session we completed. The next one is like positions. The next one is like positions. The next one is like flux and grid. Flux grid. The next one, media queries. The next one is like media queries. Yeah, queries. The next one, okay, media queries. The next one, animations. The next one, bootstrap. Bootstrap. Bootstrap we are going to discuss next weekend. Next weekend. Okay, next weekend on Sunday, 9 a.m. IST. Okay, it's a workshop session. You can join. Okay, next weekend, Sunday, 9 a.m. IST Bootstrap. It's a separate one. Okay, now okay, our target is like these 2 days. Okay, we can complete these things, these 4 topics. Okay, that is our goal. So next week onwards, we are going to start like JavaScript. Onwards, we can start like JavaScript. Okay. Okay. Let's go with the positions. Tell me first general question. Okay, how many positions are there in CSS? How many positions are there CSS? If anyone asks this question, your answer should be there has 5 positions are there. There has 5 positions. 5 positions. Okay, what are those? What are those? First one is like a static position. The next one is like absolute position. The next one is like relative position. The next one is like fixed position. The next one is like sticky. See, if you know these topics, you can handle, okay, design part. There are so many CSS properties are there. Each and every property, it's not possible to, okay, remember. Okay, it's not possible to remember. See, if you come here, how many CSS properties are there in CSS? How many properties are there? If you go to browser developer console window, go to the style section, a starts with a, these many CSS properties are there. How I can remember? Starts with b, these many. Starts with c, these many properties. D, these many properties. No one can remember. Okay, just simply you can take the browser help, or you can go to the chat GPT, you can get it. But how to use it, that is an important. That the reason these topics are very very important to design any kind of forms. To design any kind of forms. Already we completed how to apply CSS. The next one is like box model we completed. Selectors also we completed. Selectors not only in CSS, we are going to use in JavaScript, and we are going to use like where in the we are going to use like in JavaScript. We are going to use in testing or automation testing also, functional testing also, to test your applications. There also we are going to use the selectors. Understood? Got my point? So the next one is like what? Positions. In Java, okay, in okay, CSS, how many positions are there? In CSS, how many positions are there? Your answer should be how many positions are there in CSS? There has 5 positions are there. What are those? Can you spell out? One is like static position, another one is like absolute position, the next one is like relative position, the next one is like fixed, next sticky, next sticky. These are the 5 positions in CSS. These are the 5 positions in CSS. You are find. So the first one is like static, right? Okay, tell something about static. Anyone knows? Tell something about static. Very simple. In HTML, any element you can take it. See, if you want to practice HTML, CSS, JavaScript, nothing is required. Only browser is enough. In the browser, one tab is enough. Now see, I am in this tab. If you want to practice HTML, go to developer console window, go to elements tab. Whatever the code is there, just edit as HTML, right click, edit as HTML, control A, delete it. Now you can write your code. You can write your code. Just div Sachin. Okay, Dhoni. The next one is like div Kohli. Something like this you can write and click outside. Now see. Now my template rendered or not. So now if you observe here, I placed 3 elements. Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli. My browser placed how many elements by default? My browser placed how many elements by default? Tell me. 3 elements. HTML had the body. Overall, how many elements? Overall, how many elements are there? Overall, 6 elements are there in the DOM. Now, in HTML, each and every element, okay, has one position. That position is nothing but, okay, what you know, static. My HTML, okay, contains multiple elements. In the HTML, we are going to write the source code like elements. Every element by default having which position? Static position. If you come here, hey, you said like static position, but here nothing is applied like a position static. That kind of property is not there. How we can say means no position is nothing but static only. That is the default position. If you write the position explicitly, position static, this is also same. If the element is not having the position is equals to, if the element have the position static, both are like same only. Why? Because position static is like what? It's a okay default position. Now, can you write first point? What is that first point? Come on. About static, what is the first point? Every element in HTML has the position. What is that position? Static. So it's a default position or not? It's a default position. Yes or no? Now, whenever you apply color to this particular Sachin, color red is applied or not applied? Affected or not affected? This particular property, this property affected or not affected? Tell me.
Affected.
Affected, right? Simply affected or not. Now, like that, I'm going to write some other property. Is it affected or not affected? This property affected or not affected?
Affected.
Okay, you said like color red. I'm able to see color red because of this top zero. Is somewhere something is like changed? Is something changed? Hmm? Now, if you come to the bottom zero, is something changed? No, because of this property. Is there any changes? Did you observe? No, right? Previous Sachin is here only with red color. Now also after applying bottom also Sachin is here only. If you observe here, see here, these two properties are there now. Okay. First property is like highlighted. Second property is like a dim color, right? Mute. Yes, no. Are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. What do you observe here? See, the first property is what?
High color,
Okay, it's like highlighted. The second one,
dim color, bottom.
mute, right? Whenever you see the color in the mute, I can understand like that particular property not affected on the element. Like that, you can understand. Okay. Now, it is like in the mute. After the value, there has one I symbol is there. Are you able to see the circle? If you hover on this, if you hover on this, you can see there has one tooltip. Can you read that tooltip? Can anyone read that tooltip?
The position static property prevents bottom from having an effect.
Yeah, that means what the static position prevents the bottom property having an effect. It means whenever the position is like a static, okay, it prevents to apply this bottom or not. Yes or no? Prevents means it is not apply that particular value. Not only bottom, if you see here, left applied or not applied? Go on,
Not
left
applied.
applied or not applied? Hmm?
Not applied.
Not applied. Perfect. Left top applied or not applied?
Not applied.
Not applied. Right applied or not applied?
Not applied.
Okay. Bottom applied or not applied? Not applied.
Not applied.
Now you can tell second point. What you can say? If my position is like a static, can I apply top, right, left, bottom?
No.
No. Okay. That is only the point. Tell me. We cannot
Cannot apply
apply top, right, left, bottom.
bottom.
These 2 points you can tell about which position. Which position?
Static position.
Static position or not?
Static position.
Tell me about the static position. It's a default position for each
In
and every
HTML,
element in HTML. Whenever the position is like static, we cannot apply top, right, left,
left
bottom.
bottom.
We cannot apply top, right, left, bottom. Okay, done. That is only about the static position. Okay. Now let's go to the absolute. Okay. 4 points. 4 points simply. First 3 points are like very simple. Next point is important. That one you have to understand. Now go to this. Go to this. I'm going to apply position absolute. What you observed, you have to tell to me. Okay, now? Okay. Now background color is like red. Okay, my color equals to white. Okay. This is which element? This is for which element? Come on. This is for which
Block
element?
level element. Block
Such,
level.
such div. Yeah, div is block level element only. For such an I apply. After such which element is there? Dhoni.
Dhoni.
So can I write like a background color is like yellow. Background color is like yellow. Done? Agree? Yes or no? So this is Sachin and this is Dhoni. Okay, na? Okay. Now I'm going to apply. Now I'm going to apply position absolute. Now I'm going to apply position absolute to my Sachin. What you observed, just let me know. Okay, shall I? Can I apply? See, I'm going to apply position absolute to which element? Come on, which element highlighted here?
Sachin.
Sachin. Okay, I'm going to apply position absolute. What you observe? What you observed? Hmm?
Before the red color is
Okay, again. See, Sachin, after Sachin, Dhoni is there. After Dhoni, Kohli is there. Sachin is which type of element? Inline or block level?
block level.
block level. It's take the full width.
Yes.
Dhoni after Sachin. Kohli after Dhoni. That is the sequence order. Okay, na? Whenever I apply position absolute, now first question. My Sachin occupy the full width, content width.
Content width.
Yes, first observation is like it turn to be whenever the position is like absolute, it take the content width or not. First thing. Agreed? Come on. Agreed? Okay. What is the next observation? Can anyone guess? What is the next observation? Can anyone guess? Tell me. What is the next observation?
Yes. Dhoni is inline. Dhoni placed that beside of the section.
Dhoni is here. Okay. Dhoni is here. Okay, now tell me, before apply position absolute, Sachin is here. Sachin occupies some space. After that, Dhoni occupies some space. After that, Kohli occupies the space. But whenever my position absolute, my Dhoni occupies whose space?
Section place.
Sachin's place. Now tell me, simple. Okay, when I
Power.
can occupy some space, that space is like empty. Okay, no one is there. I can occupy or not? Yes or no? No
Yes.
one is there. I can occupy. Now, whenever my Dhoni occupies Sachin means in the Sachin place, okay, it's like empty or not. Now you can ask, "Hey, Sachin is there now. How we can say like an empty? Yes, he is not living on this particular floor. He is on fly. Okay, simply, okay, he is not occupy anything. That the reason, if my Sachin is not occupy anything, Sachin is like not occupy anything. Sachin place replaced by whom? Who occupy the Sachin place? Who occupy the Sachin place? Come on. Who occupies Sachin place? Dhoni,
Dhoni.
right? Dhoni or not? Simple. Now, position absolute not there. Now, Sachin occupies some space. That the reason Dhoni after Sachin is there. Kohli after Dhoni is there. When my Dhoni can occupy Sachin, whenever, hey man, okay, I'm not occupy any space, I don't want any space, then the time that is empty space. Now my Dhoni occupies Sachin or not? Now you can ask a question. Okay, Sachin is there now. How the Sachin is like, okay, you said like empty, it's not occupy any space. Yes, it is not occupy any space. Okay, in the floor, just simply on fly, that element is there. Got my point? Agreed? On floor, it's not occupy anything. Agreed? That the reason if my Sachin is not occupy any space, okay, that is like empty space. Whenever it is empty, next candidate can occupy that one or not. Who is the next candidate after Sachin? Who is the next candidate?
Dhoni.
Dhoni. That the reason my Dhoni occupy the Sachin space or not. Agreed? 2 points. First one. Whenever you apply position absolute, that element take content width. That is the first point. Whenever you apply position absolute, it is not occupy any space. It is not occupy any space. That the reason next level elements occupy that space. Understood? It is not occupy any space. Now Sachin is there, but not occupy, not on the floor. It is on the fly. Just simply think like that. Okay, now. Now the next point. Can I apply top? Possibility there or not there?
There.
Yes, it is not in the mute, right? Can I apply
Mm.
bottom? Observe, Sachin. There are some changes. Yes, no?
Yes.
Left. Yes. The next one. Right. Right. Yes. So, third point is what? Third point is what? We can apply top, right, left, bottom or not. So, 3 points you have to tell. First, we can apply top, right, left, bottom. It's take whose width? It is always
Con-
take
Content
content,
width.
content width. Perfect. The next one, it occupy the space or not occupy the space?
Not occupy the space.
Not occupy the space. Not occupy the space. That's the reason. Next element occupy that space or not. This
Yes.
fourth point is there, na? Just wait. Fourth point important. Just wait. These 3 points, can I apply for remaining? Can I apply for remaining? Come on. First point. Let's go to the relative now. If I put like relative position, if I put like relative position, can you tell me, okay, how it is going to behave? Okay, what is the position of absolute or relative one? Absolute or relative? Now, relative. Whenever I apply like a relative position, first point, can anyone tell me? Is it take the, is there any change in the width? Is there any change in the width?
No.
No. Perfect. Okay. The behavior, the width never change. Okay. Inline, block level only. Width not change. Next. It occupy the space or not occupy the space? Come on. Occupy or not occupy?
Not occupied.
No. It is occupied. It is not occupied, though it should occupy, right? So my section
Yes,
is
yes.
occupied or not occupied?
Occupied.
Occupied the space or not? Yes. Can we apply top, right, left, bottom? See, highlighted a muta. Right,
Highlighted.
zero, highlighted. Highlighted means simply you can understand like what? That is applied, applicable. Yes.
Applicable.
Okay. So 3 points are easy. Tell me. First point, we can apply top, right, left,
Left,
bottom.
bottom.
Next, there has no width change. Inline only. Block level, block level only or not. There is no change in the width. Next, occupy the space or not?
Yes.
Occupy the space in the DOM. Occupy the space in the DOM. Oh, 3 points are okay. The same points can we write? Fourth point is there. Fourth point is important for us. The 3 points can I apply for fixed position? Can you tell me? You only. The position is what now? Relative or fixed?
Fixed.
Fixed. Fixed. Relative is like fixed. Now, whenever it is like fixed, tell me how it looks like. Are you able to
Absolute.
apply left, right, top,
Abs.
bottom?
Yes.
Yes. Is it like take content
Abs.
with the?
Content with.
Yes. Is it like remove the space or not? Not occupy the space or not?
Not occupied.
Yes, that's the reason my Dhoni occupied, right? Okay, so
Yes.
can you do one thing? Can you write here? First point. First point.
We can apply
We can apply top,
top, right,
right,
left, bottom.
left, bottom. Perfect. Next,
Content with.
it is take
Take
content
content with.
width by default. Next, it is take the content width. Next,
The element takes occupy the space.
okay, it is occupy the space from the DOM or not? Occupy the space from DOM.
Yes.
Occupy the space or not occupy the space? Not occupy, right?
Not occupy the space.
Not occupy the space from the DOM. That's the reason the next level element is going to occupy or not. Okay, na? Yes. So shall I go to the sticky? Okay, let's go. Now my position is like what? Now my position
Sticky.
is like what? Sticky. Sticky. Okay, now simple. You only tell. I am able to apply top, right, left, bottom. Why? Because it's highlighted. Is it take the content width? No change in the width.
No change in the width.
No change in the width. Is it occupy the space? Not occupy the space in the DOM?
Occupy the space.
Occupy the space. Okay, these 4 points or 3 points, can I write? We can apply top, right, left, bottom. Next, it's take. It's take. There is no change. Okay, no change in the width. Width. Inline only. Block level only. Next, it is occupy. Occupy some space or not? Occupy some space. Yes or no? If you observe here, relative was sticky. First 3 points are common or not? Relative sticky. First 3 points are common or not? Yes, no.
Yes.
The next one is like absolute and fixed. First 3 points are common or not? Absolute and fixed. First 3 points are common or not? Agreed with me or?
No, can't apply top right left.
We can apply, right? We can apply fixed, top, right, left, bottom. Okay. Absolute and fixed. 3 points common or not?
Oh, common.
Agreed, everyone? Now come to the fourth point for all these four positions. That fourth point is important for us. Okay, shall we do? Let's go. If it is like an absolute, what is this fourth point? Okay, let me explain that first. Okay, can anyone tell me HTML DOM structure? For example, this is the browser. Tell me, which element is the root element?
HTML.
HTML is the root element. Let's take, but this one is the root element. HTML is the, can you open the next one? The next one is what? Next one.
Next
Come
is
on. It contains,
head,
HTML contains how many elements?
two elements,
Two elements. Perfect. What are those?
head and body.
Perfect. Head and body. My head by default applied with which CSS property?
Hmm.
Head by default applied with which CSS property? Head by default
Block
applied
level.
with, huh?
Block level.
Display none. Okay, the property is like display none. Okay, so that is not visible to us. Leave it. Now the next one is what? Body. This is my body. Perfect. Now my body contains our elements. Okay. Okay, our element is what? What is our element? One div, you can take it. Okay, one div. Okay, this is my div Sachin, close my div. This is my div Sachin, close my div. To this particular div, I want to apply to this particular div. I want to apply. Okay, top 100 to this particular div. I want to apply top 100. Now simply, if you want to calculate 100, you have to start from a initial value or not? Yes or no? If you want to start, okay, if you want to calculate 100, one starting point is required. From there, I can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this. Whenever I reach like 100, I can stop it or not. Here, two things. Where I need to stop, where I need to end. These two inputs are required or not? Yes or no? I already have the ending point. Where I have to stop? Which value I have to stop? Come on, which value I have to stop?
100.
100.
Whenever I reach 100, you have to stop it. But the important thing is like from where I have to start. That is the question or not. If I want to calculate 100, one starting reference point, I should know. If I know the starting point, I can calculate top 100, I can leave it or not. Yes or no? So my question is, if my position is like an absolute, okay, what is my starting point to calculate top, right, left, bottom? That is the straight question. Understood, everyone? If my position absolute, okay, my position is like an absolute, what is my reference point? What is my starting point? What is my reference point to calculate top, right, left, bottom? That is the question. Okay, here is my Sachin. Okay, here is my Sachin. Here is my Sachin. Whenever I write like top 100 from reference point, from for example, this is the reference point. Okay, from here I'm going to calculate what 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this 100. It's going to calculate or not. Whenever I calculate like 100, that particular value we are going to place here. That's it. Particular value we are going to place here. Agreed? Come on. Agreed or not? Hmm? So, can anyone tell me the question? Question, tell me. If my position is like an absolute, if my position, if my position is like an absolute, what is my reference point? What is my reference point to calculate your top, right, left, bottom? That is the question. Understood? Huh? Okay. Okay, then. Now, very simple. For example, now top is like 100, right? I can say whenever my position is like an absolute, it is take parent as a reference. That is my statement. Simply, who it is going to take the reference? Parent, hmm, as a reference. Who is the parent of my Sachin? Who
Body.
is the parent of my Sachin? Body, right? Body. So that this is my body or any element, you know the box model have four sides or not. This is my top, and this is my left, and this is my bottom, and this is my right. Every element has how many sides? Four sides. Now, on the line, this is the line, right? On this line, okay, the value of, okay, this is like a top line, right? The value of top, how much? Can anyone guess? General thing. On line, my top value is how much?
0.
0. Okay. On this line, on the left line, my left value is what?
0.
0. On the right, okay, online 0. On the bottom, online is like what? 0 or not. So whenever it is like top 0, I can take my parent top border is nothing but who is the parent?
Body.
Body. My top border is this one. On the border, what is the value? Top
0.
value is how much? 0. Whenever I know the starting point is like 0, from there I can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this. Whenever I reaches like 100, now in this place, what we need to place? In this place, what you need to place?
Hatching.
Sachin, I want to place it or not. In this place, I want to place like a Sachin or not. Agreed? Huh? Got my point? Okay, now my question is, whenever my position is like an absolute, it's take which one as a reference? Whenever my position is like an absolute, it's take which one as a reference to calculate your top, right, left, bottom?
Parent.
Parent as the reference. Who is the parent? Who is the
Body.
parent in
Body.
this case? Body. It takes the body as a reference. What is the value? Top 0, top 100. Okay, which one? Which one you have to take the reference? Side, top or left or right or bottom?
Top.
Top. So top 0 is nothing but this online top border. From there 100 it's going to calculate. But this statement, you need some slight changes. What changes? You already tell. See, this is my HTML. Can I give the border? Okay, this is my HTML. Can I give the border for my body? Hmm? Border. See. Hmm. Now my HTML border is this one, black. My body border is blue. Okay, agreed, everyone? Now to my div, okay, Sachin, if I apply position absolute bottom 0, if I apply position absolute bottom 0, where my Sachin is going to place? Position absolute and bottom 0, where my Sachin is going to place? My Sachin place here, okay, or my Sachin place here, black border or blue border?
Blue border.
Okay,
Blue
blue
border.
border. As per our statement, obviously blue border or not. Can we check it? Left, okay, position is what? Absolute. Okay, my position is like absolute, and my bottom is like 0. My bottom is like 0. My position is like an absolute, my bottom is like 0. But it is not to take body, it is not to take HTML, it is somewhere else it is placed or not. So your statement correct or wrong? As per our statement, my Sachin should place here. This is my bottom, right? Yes or no? Come on, tell me.
Yes.
Border bottom of my body is this one. Bottom 0 is nothing but this one. Here it has to place, right? Okay, my statement is what? If my position is absolute, it takes the parent as a reference. Parent, who is the parent? Body. But it does not take the body as a reference. It does not take the HTML as a reference. It is take which one as a reference? Viewport. Viewport is nothing but browser visibility area. This is my visibility area or not? It takes the viewport as a reference or not? That means your statement is like wrong or some slight changes are required or not. Agreed, everyone? Come on. Agreed or not? Your statement is correct, but you have to extend something more. Okay, it take which one as reference? It take parent as
Parent
reference.
reference.
But when you know, but if the
No.
parent has other than static, when it takes the parent as a reference, when it takes the parent as a reference, come on.
Other than
The
static.
parent has other than static means other than static. How many positions are there? Relative, fixed, sticky, and absolute, right? Now this statement you can apply. Tell me, who is the parent of my Sachin? Who is the parent?
Body.
Body. So it takes the parent as a reference. When it takes the parent as a reference, my parent has
Other than sticky.
other than static. Now
Also
tell
the
me here, can you mute or just you can mute it? Okay. See here, body is this one. Is my body have any position? Tell me if my body has any position. If no position, what is the default position? If no position, what is the default position?
static.
Rajesh, can you mute? Rajesh, there is an echo. Okay, see here. If it is not having any position, what is the default position? The default position is what? Static or
Static.
okay. Whenever my parent has other than static, then only it takes the parent as a reference. But here, other than statica, my parent. Come on, my parent has other than static or static body. My body has which kind of position by default? If not having any position, what is the default position?
Static.
Static. But as per our requirement, it should be other than static, right? So that, okay, here what happened, whenever the position absolute, it takes the parent as a reference. But when if the parent has other than static, but here the parent is not other than static, so that it is not take the body as a reference. If not take the body as a reference, what is going to do the next level? Next parent it is going to jump. Who is the next parent? Body parent. Now who is the next parent? Body parent.
HTML.
HTML.
HTML. So it takes the HTML as a reference. Is my HTML has other than static?
No.
No. So that it is not take that one also. After HTML, who is there?
Browser.
Browser, viewport, right? So that it takes the viewport as a reference or not. Agreed? Come on. Now I want to do slide change, okay? To my HTML, I'm going to add other than static position relative. Now see, it's take which one as a reference? It's take which one as a reference? Body na HTML.
HTML.
Why HTML?
Body is
Body not
position.
having other than static.
Yes.
Okay, my HTML has other than static or not? Yes, no. Agreed? Now I'm going to keep body. My position is like relative. So it's take which one as a reference?
Body is reference.
Body as a reference. Now understood, right? The point. If my position is like an absolute, it is always takes the parent as a reference. But when it is always takes the parent as a reference. But when if my parent has other than static or not. If not there, then that time it is go to the next parent. If it is there, it's take that parent only. It is not think about the next level. If it is not there, then it is go to the next parent. That is also not there, next parent. Okay, finally up to HTML it is going to travel. Okay, in the HTML also not there, then it is go to where? Viewport as a reference or not. All are okay? So for good. About absolute, fourth point is okay.
But there is a margin, right, sir? On the
Which
left
one?
to Sachin. To Sachin,
uh,
there's some gap, right?
each one?
From yeah, there's a space, right? Where did that came from?
Body and HTML.
If you remove
Body
the
has
position
margin, right?
relative,
8
yeah.
pixel.
Okay, okay.
Body by default having margin 8 pixel. That is the gap.
But if you remove position relative, it will take the viewport.
If position relative, then the time it is go to the next parent. Who is the next parent? Who is the next parent?
Body HTML.
HTML.
Yeah,
HTML has other than static or not? Yes, there. So that it's take HTML as a reference. HTML also not there. That's good where?
viewport
Viewport.
browser.
Like this in the hierarchy. Okay, it is going to check. Agreed?
Okay.
All are okay? About absolute. Now 4 points are okay. If anybody asks, these 4 points you can tell. That's enough. Can we repeat? Tell me. Anyone? Mahendra, you can tell?
We can apply top, right, left, and bottom.
Hmm.
The content with the element has own content with
It's take only content width. Next.
the element is not occupy the space.
Is not occupy any space in the DOM. Next.
It take a parent as a reference
It's take parent as a reference
when it is not a static. When position not a static,
when it is going to take, if it is having other than static position or not.
other than static position.
Okay, whenever it is not having the position static, or whenever it is having other than static position or
Static.
not. Okay, now about absolute.
Yes.
Shall we go to the relative? Okay, fourth point you understood, right? What is the fourth point now? From where I have to calculate if it is like a relative or not. So shall we? Yes, let's go. Now, okay, I'm just removing HTML relative position. Just I'm going to remove it. Okay, I removed. Body relative position also just remove it. Okay, I removed body relative position. Div is my okay element, actual element. Now my position bottom also I removed. My position is what? Absolute or relative? Tell me. My
Relative.
position is what?
Relative.
Relative. Perfect. Relative. Okay. You know first 3 points about the relative. Tell me first 3 points. We can apply top, right, left, bottom. Next point is what? There is no change in the width. There is no change in the width. Inline only. Block only. Inline block means inline block. That's okay. Next.
It takes space.
It occupy the space always or not in the DOM. It is occupy the space always in the DOM. Okay, now whenever my element has position relative and top 100, from where it is going to take the calculate, from where it is going to start okay, where it is going to start and where it is going to end. 100 is ending point. But if it's like a relative position, what is my reference point from where I want to, you want me to start? That is the question or not? Yes, no? Absolute relative reference point is what? Absolute reference point, always parent, which is having other than static. Yes, sir? If that parent is not there, go to next parent, next parent, next parent. Who is the final one?
Viewport.
Viewport is the
Viewport.
final one or not? Okay. Now, if it is like a relative position, it's take which one as a reference means it is always take the current position as a reference. Current position is nothing but what? Currently where I am. I am here, right? Yes or no? I am here or not? So this is my reference point. So currently where I am, okay, that is the reference point means all my top, right, and my bottom, all values are like zeros or not. See, all the values are like what? Zeros or not. Yes or no? Currently where I am? Here. Here. In this particular position, all my values are what?
0.
Top,
0.
right, left, bottom values are what? Zero. That is
0.
the reference point, 0 point. From there, I want to calculate like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this. Okay, something like this. I can calculate like how much?
1
100
not
or
1
not?
right.
100 or not? Agreed? Come on. Now tell me the point. Fourth point, tell me for relative position. It's take.
Current
Take
position.
current
Yeah, it
position.
takes the current position as a reference. Currently, where I am, from there it is going to calculate top, right, left, bottom or not. Fourth point, it's take which one as a reference? Current position as a reference or not. It takes the current position as a reference. Shall we move to the fixed? Shall we move to the fixed? Okay, let's go. Fixed, which take which one as a reference? Fixed. Fixed first 3 points everyone knows, na? Tell me, first 3 points everyone knows. First 3 points, tell me. Apply top, right, left, bottom. It's take content width. It is not occupy the space in the
Space.
document. Okay. Now we are talking about if it is top 100, it's take which one as a reference. If it is like bottom 0, it's take which one as a reference. It's take which one as a reference. By seeing
Viewport.
this viewport. But you can ask a question. Hey, okay, if it is like in between any parent has other than static, is there any something is like changed? Can we try that one also? Who is the parent of my Sachin? Who is the
Body.
parent of my Sachin? Body. Can I put like other than static? Position relative. Is it changed? Is it changed?
No.
Tell me. Is it take the parent as a reference?
No.
No.
No. So it's take which one as a reference? If my
Viewport.
position is like a fixed, it is always take viewport as a reference. It is always take which one as a reference? It is always
Viewport.
take which one as a reference?
Viewport.
Viewport. It is not think about the in between who is the parent, who is having other than static. It's not a matter for us. It's take always viewport as reference. Okay. And one more point is what, for example, if I want that Sachin here, what do you need to do? If I want the Sachin here, what do we need to do? First thing is like, right is like 0. The next one is like top is 0. Now, can I calculate something like this? Can I calculate something like this? Yes, no? Now, what I'm going to do is, to my to my Dhoni, for example, there has a huge content is there. My height equals to 1000 pixel. 1000 pixel. Whenever my height is like 1000 pixel, my Dhoni. Now see, there has a scroll. Are you able to see the scroll? If I do scroll, see, scrolling, and after some time, a Kohli is visible to me. But tell me, what about this fixed position element? My fixed position element always fix, irrespective of the scroll or not. Yes or no? You can do the scroll. Is my session scrolling or not scrolling?
Not scrolling.
Not scrolling, right? So okay, any element is like a fixed, it is always stick, okay, is always fixed to that particular position irrespective of your scroll or not. All are okay? Done na? Done na, everyone?
Yes, sir.
What next? What next? Which position? What is the next position?
Sticky.
Okay, the next position is like a sticky. Okay, whenever it is like a sticky, it's take which one as a reference. Whenever it is like sticky, it's take which one as a reference. That means which one is like a reference point. It's take which one as like a reference point. Shall we do that? Okay, let's go. So to my Sachin, okay, just I don't want fixed. This is all I don't want. Okay, what is my position now? What is my position now? Tell me.
Sticky.
Sticky position. Okay, my position is like sticky. Now in my body, okay, or in my div, whatever it may be, there has some content, okay, huge content, height equals to 1000 pixel. Now whenever it is like height is like 1000 pixel, now see, I'm able to scroll it or not? Yes, no. I'm able to scroll it or not? Yes or no? Okay then. Now to my Sachin, okay, just I don't want to use sticky. Just I want to go with Dhoni this time. I want to go with Dhoni. See, if you want to remove it, just remove the value, click outside. Automatically, it's going to remove. Automatically, it's going to remove. Now let's come to the Dhoni. My position is what? Position is like sticky. Whenever I do like position sticky, there is nothing. Okay, nothing is affected. Nothing is affected. Now I'm going to add like one value. Can I apply top zero, left to top bottom? Can I apply or not apply? Apply, right? Now see what you observe. See, whenever I apply sticky position to my Dhoni with top zero, if I scroll this one, whenever my Dhoni reaches viewport top zero, my Dhoni stick there and remaining elements are like scroll or not. Yes or no? Did you observe that one? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay, dynamically you can stick to that particular position or not by using sticky. Fixed, first only we fixed, but sticky, dynamically we can stick it or not. See, now it is not my Dhoni not stick. When it is going to stick? Whenever my Dhoni reaches top zero, then my Dhoni stick there and remaining all elements are going to scroll or not. Agreed? Tell me. It is like dynamically stick to that particular position or not. Okay, it's like viewport in this case. Okay, dynamically stick to that position. Dynamically stick to that position or not. Agreed about sticky? Come on. So these are the 5 positions most of the times we are going to use in our CSS. Very, very important. I already told you, limited topics only you have to learn. First 4 topics we completed. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Shall we go with the next one? Okay, the next one is what? Can anyone tell me? Come on, what is my next topic? Next topic is what?
Flex.
Flex.
Okay, flux. Okay, flux. Our next topic is like flux. Okay, why we go for flux? That is my first question. Why we go for flux? Very simple, you can easily understand why we go for flux. Okay, I have some elements. I want to arrange those elements either like horizontal is nothing but like this. Either I can arrange it vertically, something like this. I have one parent. My parent has multiple elements. I have one parent. My parent has multiple elements. Okay, let's take one example. I have one div. My div has multiple elements like a span. Okay, the next one is like one more span, one more span. The next one is like one more span, like this. Okay, my div has how many elements? My div has how many elements?
3 elements.
Three elements are there. Now these three elements I want to arrange either horizontally like this, or I want to arrange either vertically like this. Okay, only one, either horizontally or vertically, is nothing but in the one dimensional, either row or either column. If you want to arrange these elements, then you can go with what? Flux. Then you can go with what? Flux. Understood? Why we go for flux? What is your answer? Arrange the items or elements in either row, is nothing but this one, or either in column like this. Either row or column, not both. Arrange the elements either row or column, like one dimensional way. Arrange the elements like what? Arrange the
Either row,
elements in one
either
dimension,
row
either in the row or either in the
or
column. Then you can go with what? Flux.
flex.
Now this row is there, na? Okay. Whenever you apply like a flux, row is there, na? That row we can call terminology wise a main axis. Main axis. Okay. Simply in our high school standard, we learn about the geometry, right? Okay, it's like x-axis, y-axis is some points or something like this we draw or not. Simply like that only can understand. This main axis we can say like x. This one is there, na? Okay, we can say terminology wise, we can say like a cross axis. Cross axis. Understood? Okay, this is like a main axis is nothing but row, and this one is like a cross axis. Now come to this one. This terminology which I'm talking about. Come to this one. My div which contains how many elements? Which contains how many elements?
3
Three
elements.
elements or not? These three elements only, right? In the div, you have to arrange either in the row or either in the column. Now, my div terminology wise, I can say as like a flux container. What we can say terminology wise? Can you spell out?
Flex container.
Flux container. In the container, whatever the elements you have, those we can say like a flux items. Understood? Terminology wise, four things. One is like what? You arrange the items in the row. That one we can say like what? Which axis? Main axis.
Main
Arrange the
axis.
elements in the column like this. That particular one we can say like a cross axis. And here the elements we can say like a flux items. The elements which is inside one parent, that parent we can say like what? Flux. Come on, we can say like what?
Flex
Flux
container.
container. Okay, four terminologies. Okay, na? Main axis. Come on, main axis, cross
Cross
axis,
axis.
flux container, and
Flex items.
flux items or not. Main axis, cross axis, flux container, and flux items. Now, my first thing is like, okay, one is like main axis, next cross axis, next
Flex container.
flux container, next
Flex
flux
items.
items. Now, the flux container, how many CSS properties we can apply? My flux item, so how many CSS properties? How many CSS properties you can apply? Check. My flux contain. One second. Yeah. So first, flux container properties. What are the flux container properties? You know, the first one, when, okay, you can take this div only. Okay, this is my div. Okay, now which contains one span, okay, Sachin, close my span. Next one is like span Dhoni, close my span, and span Kohli, close my span. Close my span. Now here my div is what? Here my div is what?
Flux container.
Container. Okay, possible CSS properties. I want to apply some CSS properties. Those properties I want to, okay, tell here. Which properties are applicable for my flux container means, first, when my div is acting like a container, you know, whenever you place the property display flux, then that time that particular element is turned to be like a container. Understood? Whenever one element applied with which CSS property? Whenever one element applied with which CSS property?
Display flux.
Okay, display flux. Whenever one element applied with display flux, okay, that particular element that time onwards acting like what?
Container.
Container or not. Okay, next, okay, another properties also we have. The next property for the flux container is like a flux direction. What is that one? Another property?
Flux
Flux
direction.
direction is nothing but you want me to place the elements in the main axis, you want me to place the elements in the cross axis, you can decide here. Flux direction. Next, flux wrap. What is that one? Flux wrap. Okay, how it's going to work, we'll see. The next one is like justify content. The next one is what? Justify content. Understood? The next one is like align items. The next one is what? Align items. The next one is a gap. The next one is like a gap. Okay, these are the properties we are going to use for what? These are the properties we are going to use for what? Come on, you are going to use for
Flux.
what? My
Flux
flux
container.
container or not? Can we spell? When the element is turned to be like a container, when one element is turned to be like a container,
Display.
whenever you apply the display whose value is like a flux, then that time that particular element is turned to be like a or acting like a container.
Container.
Okay, the next one is like what kind of properties we can add? Flux direction. The next one, flux, come on, flux direction. The next one, flux
Wrap.
wrap. The next one,
Justify content.
justify
Justify.
content. Justify content. The next one,
Align items.
align items. The next one is what? Align items. The next one is what? The next one is like gap. The next one is like gap. Okay, these all are like what? These all are like what?
CSS properties of flux.
CSS properties of flux what? Flux what?
Container.
Container. Perfect. What is the next terminology? Container contains what?
Flux items.
Flux items, right? So my flux items properties are what? First one is like flux grow. Flux grow. The next one is like flux shrink. Flux shrink. The next one is like flux basis. The next one is flux. It's a shorthand syntax. Flux. The next one is like align self. The next one is like what? Align self. Understood? These all are the properties of what? These all are the properties of what?
Flux items.
Flux items or not. These all are the properties of flux items. All are okay? Flux container properties. Examples we can give. Flux container properties and flux item properties. Which one you can say like a container? Whenever you apply display flux to that particular element, that element is turned to be like what? Acting like what?
Flux container.
Element is like acting like what? Flux
Container.
container or not. That element is acting like a flux container. Container contains how many elements? Those all are come under items only. Flux items we can apply with what? Flux grow, flux shrink, flux basis, flux and align self. These are the items for flux. Okay, just you have to spell out and try to remember. Okay, important. The next one is like grid is there now. Okay, both we can mix and we can explain. Grid. Can anyone tell me grid why we go for?
Grid
Flux
is used to
align the items in the one dimensional, either row or column. Sometimes my data is like rows and columns also or not. Yes or no?
yes.
Yes or no? Okay.
Yes.
Now, why we go for grid? Can anyone answer? If you want to align the items, two dimensional or not. Okay.
Yes.
Not only one row, not only one column, rows and columns or not. Agreed? Huh? Come on. Okay. Give me one example. Take this one. Okay. Take this one only. Div. Inside this one, I have a span. Sachin is there. Okay. Sachin is there. Now, like this, 4 elements are there. Think like that. 4 elements. If it is like a flux, these 4 elements I can apply like what? Either row, either column. Either row, either column. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Kohli and UV. If it is like a flux, I can arrange these elements like this. This is one option. This is one option. Either I can arrange like this also or not. Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli and UV. Either row, either column. But my requirement is like Sachin, Dhoni and Kohli, UV. Is it possible or not possible by using flux? Come on, possible or not possible? Using
Not
flux?
possible.
Not
Not
possible.
possible.
Then that time you can go with what?
Grid.
Grid. Then that time you can go with grid.
Grid.
Now, whenever it comes to the grid, this div, I can say like what? Grid. This div, I can
This
say like a grid
contain
container. Okay, inside the grid, how many spans are there? Those all are
grid items.
grid items. Understood? Grid container and grid items. Agreed, everyone? Now tell me what is the next one? Grid container properties. Grid container properties and grid items properties. So shall we go with the grid container properties? All examples we'll see, but spell out first. Grid container properties. When this particular div acting like a grid, whenever you apply which property? Display. Come on. Grid.
Display grid.
Grid. The next one, rows to columns I want to arrange, right? My template. My grid template rows. The next one, my grid template columns. Okay. Next, my grid template areas also. Understood, everyone? Come on. Agreed? Now, I want to align the items. For that, you have justify content. The next one is like align content. Align content. Why to? Anyone guess? Why? Because rows I want to align, columns also I want to align or not? Yes or no? The next one is like Place content. Okay, just spell out. That's it. How to work, we'll discuss. The next one is like justify
Items.
items. The next one is like align items. The next,
Place item.
okay, place items. Okay, the next
Gap.
one, gap. Next, row gap, column gap, right?
Gap.
Row gap, column gap. Okay, so these are the most of the times we are going to use for what? Grid. Come on, grid container properties or not. Okay, now grid item properties, tell me. Grid item properties.
Grid rows, grid column,
Grid row. Okay, next.
grid column,
Grid column. Next. Grid area. The next one. Justify self. Next. Align self. Okay, grid column, grid area. Okay, justify. Okay, self and align items self. Okay, next. Any other? Okay, these are the by using this we can create the two-dimensional templates. We can create the two-dimensional templates. Okay. Understood, everyone? Shall we go with the flux now? Okay, let's go. Now, edit as HTML. Now I want to take like a div. Okay, there has one more div is like a Sachin. There has one more div is like a Dhoni. There is one more div is like a Kohli. If you run this one, how it is going to visible in the DOM? In the browser, how it is going to render Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli? Line by line or side by side?
Line by line.
Line by line. Everyone knows that is like a block level elements or not. Okay, na? Done. This particular div. Okay. When it is turned to be like a container, this div, when it is turned to be like a container,
Display equal to flex.
display flux
This
property.
is
Whenever I
Yes.
added like display flux, now see, these all are turned to be like, okay, see, content width only it's taken. In the row wise, it's aligned or not. That means in which axis it is aligned?
X.
Okay,
Check.
main axis
Row
or
X.
not. So that is aligned on the row. Okay, row on main axis aligned. Why it is like main axis aligned means by default my flux direction is what, you know, row. What is my default flux direction? My flux direction by default value is what? Row.
Row.
If you want to align it column, now my flux direction is like what? You have to change like, come on, you have to change like what?
Column.
Column or not?
Column.
Understood? So by default my flux direction is what? By default my flux direction is what? Row. Now if you want to align the items, okay, align the items in the row is nothing but on main axis. How we can align? If you want to align the items on the cross axis, how we can align? Now my items are in the main axis or cross axis?
Main axis.
Items main axis or cross axis? Row, column? Row,
Row.
Row. That is main axis or not? If you want
Yes.
to align the items on the main axis, we have one property is there. Can anyone guess? Justify content. If you want in the center, now see, on main axis, my items are in the center or not? If you want end, end. If you want to flux end, flux start. Now space around, see, okay, such in space around, how much is there? Same like Dhoni, same like Kohli or not? Space between, okay, space evenly. Now these all are like properties for what? For what? Align the items on which axis? On which axis? Align the
Main
items on which
axis.
axis? On main
Main
axis or
axis.
not? So my justify content which is used to align the items on the main axis or not. Agreed, everyone? Come on. We're okay? What about the next one? What about the next one? Align items also there, right? Align items. If you want to align the items on the cross axis also, align items on the cross axis. Cross axis is nothing but what? Cross axis is nothing but what? Come on, tell me. Cross
Column.
axis is nothing but what? Vertical,
Data.
right? Vertical. Okay. Horizontally like this, vertically like this or not? Yes or no? If you want to align the items vertically, then you can go with which property?
Column. With
Go
flex
with which
direction
property?
column.
Align
Flex.
items is the property. Align items is the property. Now tell me here, to align the items vertically, do we have okay, vertical space is there or not having the space? Vertically, do we have any space? Tell me. How much height is there? 18 pixel. Okay, how much width is there? 1264. 1264 width is there. Okay, on main axis, so that we can align the items or not. But how much height is there? 18 pixel. Do we have any, okay, do we have any space to align the items vertically? Do we have any space? No, right? No, right? But if you write for this particular div, height equals to 100 VW, visual height. Now see how much height is there? This much height is there. Now space is there. 151 pixel is there. Now can I align the items on cross axis? Align items, if you want to make it like center, now see, it is like center or not? Yes or no? See, this much height is there. So in this axis is nothing but a cross axis. I align the items in the center or not? Yes or no? Justify content, align the items main axis. Align the items on the cross axis. Understood, everyone? Come on. All are okay? Any questions so far? Any questions? Okay, I'm going to stop for now. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Just so far what we completed, just you can complete and write the test also. Write the test, CSS test you can write, everyone. CSS test you can complete. Write test.in, CSS test you can complete. Okay, again, you can come back to display grid, okay, display flux and grid, all the properties. Again, we can discuss in tomorrow session. Tomorrow, our goal is like, okay, these things we need to complete. Okay, these things. Okay, bootstrap. When? Next weekend. Next weekend onwards, we are going to start with JavaScript. Okay, now? Okay, then. Thank you, guys.